FBU National Championship is brought to you by Zenith, makers of the X2 football helmet.
We're on the road to San Antonio for the 2012 FBU National Championship. Hi everyone, I'm your host Neil Sika, and this is the FBU National Championship Field Pass Team Preview Show. Today, Team Connecticut South and their team correspondent, Joe Buffard. He'll join us next, right after this.
The FBU National Championship is brought to you by East Bay, where the athletes are.
From the creators of the U.S. Army Bowl comes Football University, the most exclusive football training in the country, invites, trains, and announces the next generation of football stars. If you're a 6th to 12th grader with elite football ability, FBU is for you. FBU matches elite athletes with elite instruction. Nominate an athlete today at footballuniversity.org. FBU, by position, by professionals, by invitation only.
Hi everyone, this is Neil Sika, your host for the 2012 FBU National Championship. And for the very first time, exclusive coverage of every game at the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade level. In conjunction with Swink.tv, you can sign up for the FBU Field Pass on FBUYouthNationalChampionship.com. Check out our full game, highlight, and combo packages. And we'll see you on the FBU Field Pass. And we're back on this FBU National Championship Field Pass Team Preview Show. We're talking about Connecticut South. Now, last year they were in the tournament, the inaugural edition, as Team Connecticut, but now known as South because there's a Connecticut North. Team correspondent for Connecticut South is Joe Buffard, and he joins us now here on our Field Pass Team Preview Show. Joe, how are you?
Neil, I am excited and fired up to kick off round one this weekend.
Well, you're double excited. Not only that, but I know you're a big Notre Dame fan, so you're on cloud 9.
We are. We have not come down one big bit. We're counting down the days for round one of the FBU National Championship, and we are counting down the remaining days for the BCS National Championship.
Yeah, and that, of course, will be played in Miami a little bit later on in January. But speaking of Connecticut South, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade teams, they'll take on New York City, these games December 1st and 2nd. So this upcoming weekend in the Greenwich area. Joe, let's start with the 6th grade team. What can you tell us about them? Who stands out, and what can we expect?
Well, I'm kind of excited. We've got a great veteran staff. It's actually come full circle. Is our 8th grade coach of last year's Team Connecticut, Bernie Armstrong, has now taken over the reins of our 6th grade team. So they've got a great experienced coach. Bernie is actually one of our FBU coaches. He worked in the New Jersey camp and the Connecticut camp. With him, we've got some great veteran coaches. Mark Cirilli out of the Fairfield Pop Warner, played college ball at Fordham, fantastic offensive coordinator, and Dave Houghton to run the defense. Dave actually was a linebacker at USC and works also in the Pop Warner area in Fairfield, Connecticut. So great coaching staff. We've got again experienced coaches, and the team is really starting to come together. We've got a very strong offensive line. Some key standouts that are holding in that line is Caitlin Gonzalez out of Wallingford, Zach Buffington out of New Fairfield, and Garrett Braden out of New Canaan. I mean, there's some 3 out of the 5 guys that will really be holding down the line there. Got some great speed. Very impressed with some of the speed at the 6th grade level. Corey Johnson and Toby Callender. Corey is out of Greenwich, and Toby's out of Deep River. Both excellent speed at the running back position. Fullbacks, we're very strong as well. We've got Coleman Adams out of Bridgeport and Antonio Giano out of Cheshire. Both players are to watch on the fast, athletic defensive as well. So both those guys, Coleman and Antonio, will be playing both sides of the ball, and they bring a lot of speed. It's great to have Cheshire and the Bridgeport Chargers involved this year. Yeah. 2 very good programs, youth programs in the state. And then, there's some other kids that I kind of like that are popping up on our radar. We've got Finn Duran of Fairfield. We've got Kashim Holman out of Bridgeport, and Dante Williams out of Danbury. They're making some great plays in practice on both sides of the ball, and there's some key guys to look forward to as they advance. I mean, all these guys in our 6th grade, we are definitely tracking for next year's 7th grade team, and certainly to be with our FBU camp down in Stanford this summer, July.
Well, it sounds like they're going to get some good instruction and rely on some power football, too, in these first and second rounds, the undercard games, the 6th grade team. Great description, Joe, our team correspondent for Connecticut South. Now we move on to the 7th graders. They've got a chance to play for a national championship, unlike the 7th graders last year. So what can you tell us about them?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm excited, first of all, because they've already had a little bit of a taste of national championship. We've got some coaches there. Trevor Schofield, our head coach, is the Stratford Pop Warner president, been coaching youth football for years. And Emmett Crawford out of the Bridgeport Chargers actually took his team last year down to the AYF National Championships, and they did very well. So he's been there to those national championship events quite a few times. So between our two strong coaches there, our 7th grade is looking really good. And, we kind of pulled them a little bit late. We got hit, as you know, with those storms in the Northeast, with Superstorm Sandy, as well as the little nor'easter that hit. And that kind of delayed putting our 7th grade together. But I'm very impressed with what we were able to put together as the storms really backed up a lot of the local leagues postseason play. So a lot of guys really couldn't get too focused on the FBU National Championship because they were trying to win their own conference championships. Very, very fast-kidded Mai Tai Curry out of Stratford, Connecticut is probably world speed. Rumor has it that at a local camp, he raced Marcus Easley, who was a wide receiver for the Bills from the Stratford area, and went toe-to-toe with him in a 40-yard dash to the camp. So there's a 7th grader keeping up with the speed of an NFL pro. He's a little banged up right now, but we're confident he'll be rested and ready to go on game day. Tyrese Wright out of Bridgeport. He's got great speed and vision, followed by Xavier Edwards out of Bridgeport at the fullback. So that's 3 solid backs that we're excited to really feature coming up this coming weekend. That should be a great 1-2-3 punch in the backfield. We've got Wayne Gertzke out of Woodbury and Jack Monotero out of Greenwich. Some great receivers with some good hands. They're providing some good offensive weapons, offensive roles, and it's someone really keeping up. Back out of New Canaan, he's a Top Gun FBU kid coming out of Connecticut. I was very impressed with when I saw him down at Top Gun this past summer, and so I would make sure he was an easy scratch-in for Team Connecticut in the 7th grade. And I think he's going to be a little bit of a wing back, slot receiver, scat back, and I'd watch out for him. He'll be all over the field. We've got Gavin Schofield out of Stratford, a wide receiver. Tommy Spinner, wide receiver, running back out of Guilford, Connecticut. Kelly Goulin out of Norwalk, and Chris Santiago out of Bridgeport is at tight end. Really give us a lot of good depth. Our quarterbacks, we got some quarterbacks out of Greenwich. Greenwich, Connecticut is a very rich-laden team. Their high school team just competed for conference championships in the state finals. So Nick Henke is going to be our quarterback, along with Matt Valens out of Mamaroneck. Will lead the team this weekend. Both have showed that they deserve to start, and we're going to use them interchangeably throughout the game. The offensive line, Matt Perez out of Shelton, Dan Cox out of Stratford, and then Dan Garrett out of Stratford as well. And then Kathleen Abdullah from Bridgeport gives some good size and work from up front. So, we're not afraid to move some people on the 7th grade offensive line. The defense is fast, aggressive. I know Coach Schofield's going to be ready to go with their play calling. I think Coach Crawford is doing the defense and be ready for an attack-style defense coming out of the 7th grade players.
Joe Buffard is our man in the know. He knows Team Connecticut South inside and out as their team correspondent. We've just talked 6th and 7th graders. They'll take on New York City, as will the 8th graders, kicking it off in Greenwich this upcoming weekend for the FBU National Championship. We'll talk more with Joe. We'll talk about that 8th grade team on this FBU National Championship Field Pass Team Preview Show right after this.
The FBU National Championship is brought to you by Football University, elite football training for the nation's top athlete.
hands. Look at that level. I like it.
Let's take 5, catch, and let it go.
He was bouncing right there. He ran right through you.
It's only one ball, and everybody should be running to the ball.
Control the wrist.
Watch my knees. They go out like what? I'm climbing a big tree.
Power comes from what? Through your feet, through your hips, through the palms of your hand, guys.
I've been playing chess since I was 9 years old. Chess helps me stay focused. It helps me stay aware. It helps me anticipate my opponent's next move. To see his strategy, find his weakness, and exploit it. Chess prepares my mind for battle. Because victory requires my strength, my speed, and my intelligence. My name is Ray Rice, and I'm an enlightened warrior.
Introducing the Youth Football Coaches Association, the premier online resource dedicated to improving coaching effectiveness and promoting youth safety for all volunteers. Register free at yfbca.org and begin receiving free youth coaching information, monthly newsletters, certification, and background checks. The most up-to-date concussion information, drills for all positions and skill levels. Learn all types of offensive and defensive plays. Join us at yfbca.org, where we are making good coaches great teachers.
The FBU National Championship is brought to you by Jersey Mike's. There is no substitute.
Welcome back. This is our team preview shows, the FBU National Championship Field Pass, and we are taking you up to the National Championship, which begins this Saturday, December 1st, in the East Regional in Greenwich. We'll have 4 teams, Long Island taking on New Jersey, New York City, Connecticut South. And we're speaking with Team Connecticut South correspondent, and that's Joe Buffard. We've already hit on the 6th and 7th grade teams. They are stacked from end to end. But the 8th grade, Joe, belle of the ball. I mean, really, this is the cornerstone of what this tournament was built on last year, just one champion in the 8th grade. So how has this team improved from the 7th grade to now in the 8th grade as we go forward into this year's edition?
Well, I tell you what, I am really excited for where our 8th grade are. You know, we have a lot of veterans that were on our 7th grade team last year. Coach Ron Marsilio out of Westport, been coaching for almost 20 years at the youth level, was our 7th grade coach last year. He followed the team up to the 8th grade this year, along with Coach Louis Colissimo, and they have put together a fantastic roster. Some of these guys have been tracking, you know, throughout the entire season, knowing that, hey, they got a little bit of taste of that experience, winning the brackets last year in the Massachusetts 7th graders, and now they're itching to come back as 8th graders. You know, we have some of those veterans that did outstanding last year that have just increased their game dramatically. We have Nico Regani, Nick Leone, Josh Witowski, all at running backs. So those are 3 names you really got to be tracking if you're looking at that bracket. We have 2 veteran quarterbacks, Louis Colissimo and Kevin Frisco. Now, I know Louis himself personally, you know, had a great season this year, was a Top Gun kid for FBU,
right.
And I know he had a great camp down in July down in Williamsburg, and I was excited to know that he's coming back. Some veteran linemen with us this year. We got Christian Fowler, Gabe Bayonne, and Christian Silvernail, you know, all guys who participated last year that are bringing a lot of girth to it. You know, on defense, we got some great standouts. I'm really excited about our defense. Again, it's going to be a attack-style defense. I think their goal is to put a lot of pressure, you know, on the quarterbacks. Chase Cook, Zach Spencer, Colin McCarthy, and Cameron Kelly are some key guys we're looking to new additions, I should say, that did not participate last year but are on the squad this year that are really looking good. Overall, I think it's a great balance of teams. You know, Coach Ron has been with us for 3 years. You know, this is our second formal national championship, but he was with us in Connecticut when we kind of tested the waters and did a state team, just Connecticut North versus Connecticut South. And, you know, 2 years ago, and he was involved in that inaugural game. So he feels that his defense is probably the best it's been in 3 years. So he's really excited about that. I'm very excited about the coaching staff we have. I know they've been diligently working at it. They're very well organized. The team moms have got everything in check. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see, and I don't want to, brag too much. I know the competition out of Jersey, Long Island, New York is going to be tough, but, I wouldn't be surprised if this is where the favorite team is the Team Connecticut 8th grade to head on to that Columbus bracket. So, I'm wishing them luck, and I think they're going to put on a good show on this weekend.
And don't forget, too, you kind of have somewhat of a home field advantage playing in the Greenwich area.
I tell you what, the Brunswick School, if you haven't been on this private school campus, it is phenomenal. Coach Shine, Jared Shine there, has been gracious enough to let us come in and host us. They've come in with open arms. We've had, a lot of from the Brunswick School. It's very tight to the FBU family. A lot of the players there have gone to our camps, been involved in our programs, being Top Gun, our camp down in Connecticut, and he is very excited to have us here. Can't wait to host it, and it's going to be a great facility for us, and it's easy. The next part is convenient access for all four teams to get to this weekend.
Joe Buffard, team correspondent, Connecticut South, A-plus analysis, my friend. Best of luck to your teams going forward here in the FBU National Championship.
Thanks, Neil. We're excited about it, and look forward to talking to you soon.
Joe Buffard, team correspondent, Connecticut South, and we are on the road to San Antonio. This is the FBU National Championship Field Pass Team Preview Shows. We've got a final thought. Don't go anywhere right after this.
The FBU National Championship is brought to you by School of the Legends, voice of the players.
Hey everyone, this is your FBU National Championship host Neil Sika, and I got to tell you what, I am looking fly in my official East Bay FBU team licensed apparel, which you can get for a limited time only on FBUYouthNationalChampionship.com. Orders must be in by December 10th, and you can have that hoodie to keep you warm no matter where you are across the country, or that bag to carry all your gear on the road to San Antonio. Visit the officially licensed team apparel store on FBUNationalChampionship.com.
From the creators of the U.S. Army Bowl comes Football University, the most exclusive football training in the country, invites, trains, and announces the next generation of football stars. If you're a 6th to 12th grader with elite football ability, FBU is for you. FBU matches elite athletes with elite instruction. Nominate an athlete today at footballuniversity.org. FBU, by position, by professionals, by invitation only.
The FBU National Championship is brought to you by Zenith, makers of the X2 football. The FBU National Championship is brought to you by East Bay, where the athletes are.
I've been playing chess since I was 9 years old. Chess helps me stay focused. It helps me stay aware. It helps me anticipate my opponent's next move. To see his strategy, find his weakness, and exploit it. Chess prepares my mind for battle. Because victory requires my strength, my speed, and my intelligence. My name is Ray Rice, and I'm an enlightened warrior.
Hey everyone, it's your FBU National Championship host Neil Sika. On the road to San Antonio this year, don't forget you can visit our official merchandise shops at every regional site across the FBU National Championship. We've got hats, hoodies, game tickets, and backpacks. Take full advantage and gear up today for your FBU National Championship on the road to San Antonio. We'll see you there.
Push it good.
Lift. Look at the hands. Look at the eye level. I like it.
Let's take 5 hits and let it go.
He was bouncing right there. He ran right to you.
It's only one ball, and everybody should be running to the ball.
Control the wrist.
Watch my knees. They go out like what? I'm climbing a big tree.
Power comes from what? Through your feet, through your hips, through your palms of your hand, guys.
The FBU National Championship is brought to you by Football University, elite football training for the nation's top athlete.
3, 2, 1. Thanks for watching our FBU National Championship desk shows. We're on the road to San Antonio. You can catch all the action by visiting FBUYouthNationalChampionship.com and take advantage of our pay-per-view model. Extended content can be found at Facebook.com/National Championship or on Twitter at FBU_NC. I'm Neil Sika, and we'll see you on the road to the Dome. Until then, so long.
The FBU National Championship is brought to you by Jersey Mike's. There is no substitute. School of the Legends, voice of the players.